Ministering Angels by Lori A. Thompson. Chapter 17. The Girl. Nathan is following Andrew through the trees and shrubs. Andrew's walking briskly while Nathan fights to keep up. Nathan questions Andrew, "Why do we have to go this way?" Nathan can tell where Andrew is going, but he has no idea why they had to take the long way around. Andrew answers without slowing, "This is just the way I go." Nathan still doesn't understand. I like how Josh does things so much better, he thinks to himself. They get to Brad's fort. Andrew walks past Nathan and starts shuffling around the large table to find the map. Nathan yells, "Stop! What are you doing?" Andrew can tell he's upset, but he ignores him and continues to look. There's a map here, somewhere. Maybe it gives a clue about the girl. Nathan walks up and grabs Andrew's arm to make him stop. Nathan sets aside his contempt for the lack of respect Andrew is showing for Brad's personal items when he realizes Andrew saw the drawing. "What did you say?" "The girl," Andrew responds, a bit puzzled, then explains as he recognizes Nathan's lack of awareness. He slows down, takes the drawing out of Nathan's hands, rolls it out on the table, and points to the drawing. "That girl. I want to find her." "You can draw?" Nathan asks, surprised. "No, but I can see what you've drawn," answers Andrew. "Since when?" Nathan asks, puzzled. "Since the night Joshua dove into the deep. I just remember wanting to help Joshua so bad. I was so proud of Josh, I went to the fire and imagined what Joe would do. Then I looked at the drawing and imagined what you would do. Then the lines and circles and smudges came to life." "So you feel the light?" Nathan continues to try to understand. "The light? I've never seen any light." Andrew's now puzzled. "No light? I don't understand how you can see without it. I have to have the light to see." Nathan retreats from his curiousness and thinks about his own experience. Andrew turns back to the table, bored with the interrogation. "I came here to find out more about what you saw. I came here to find out if you showed this to Brad and Joe. They must have more information about it somewhere up here." Nathan let go of his arm, standing limp, looking down. He doesn't know. Neither does Joe. "What the heck? How is that possible? You did the drawing twice. You tell Brad everything." Andrew's shocked. "I don't understand. The first time it happened during the preparation fire, I must have let my mind wander or something. All of the talk about the island and the stone had my mind searching for answers to the boys' questions. I knew Brad was also concerned. I was going through the motions. The fire was fierce, and Joe was proud of it. I wanted to help, but I can't say I was only thinking about the next day's hunt. I grabbed the stick from the fire. The light came instantly to me. My hand started to move, and as it formed the face, I guess I was stunned silent. It's not that I thought about keeping the drawings a secret. Joe got restless with my silence and started in. He kept pushing, asking, 'What is it? What do you see? That doesn't look like the island.' When Joe said that, I dropped the stick, then Brad stepped in front of Joe. I told Brad I didn't have anything for the hunt. He was okay with it and took Joe back to the fire. I didn't know what to do. Brad took Joe, Aiden, and me up here to figure out the details about a plan to follow the animals. Brad asked me to draw for him. Again, I really wanted to help Brad. I wanted to give him something to expect so he could prepare. When my hand started to move, I knew it was going to be that girl again," Nathan explains. "I don't get why you wouldn't tell them. They were leaving the very next day." "That's just it. They were leaving the very next day. He needed something for his travels, not some vision of a girl," as Nathan explains. He thought again of the drawing. "You know, Andrew, I never finished the drawing. I stopped both times." Nathan and Andrew both look at each other, then one grabs an unused sheet of bark and the other grabs the drawing. They run out of Brad's fort towards the cave, taking the shortcut through Brad's room. They pause as they get to Brad's doorway to the main cave area. Joe always keeps the fire stoked. During the day, it burns down to a large circle of hot coals. He comes in and out throughout the day to maintain it. Sometimes he assigns another boy to tend to the fire. Right now, they see no one around. The two are so anxious and excited to discover another clue they seize the moment. Nathan grabs the fire stick and begins preparing it in the red-hot coals. Andrew rolls out the bark and waits. He thinks of what Nathan said about the light. He remembers Nathan talk about how he can do what he does. Seeing Nathan prepare makes him want to know more. Andrew watches on as Nathan pokes at the coals. The shift comes quickly. Like an anxious child with a story, the stick unfolds the picture right before their eyes. Andrew doesn't seem to blink or breathe as the familiar scene plays out for a third time before his eyes. Just as the last lines are drawn, Andrew yells out, "I know that place!" Both Andrew's and Nathan's head whiplash as they are grabbed from behind. They are pulled up to the standing position. It's Joe, and he is frustrated. "You should be collecting water," Joe states, and then let go of Andrew, shoving him to the ground, to the side. "You should be up at Brad's fort," he directs Nathan, giving him a light shove in the other direction. Joe bends over and picks up the drawings on the floor of the cave. Wasting time. Drawing. He looks down at the pictures, seeing only marks, smears, lines, and swirls. He forces the drawings into Nathan's chest. "Just go." Joe is too worked up to give any sort of lecture. The boys scramble off, but before they separate, they agree to discuss things at the fireside that evening, to arrange their search for the girl. End of chapter 17.